Hi, my name's Arianna, and I've been an Etsy seller for over 10 years. I started my shop in 2015 when I was only 20 years old, and in the past 10 years, I've been able to scale my Etsy shop to over $1.7 million in revenue. I saw a ton of success during the pandemic in 2020, 2021, and early 2022 before seeing a huge dip in my sales in late 2022. I was shocked after having an over $500,000 revenue year in 2021 to see my revenue drop by over $100,000 in 2022. I started blaming the economy. I blamed my SEO. I blamed my listing photos. I blamed copycats. I blamed literally everything under the sun except for the fact that I had absolutely no strategy behind my business. It's laughable now when I think back to what I was doing. I just kept throwing things at the wall to see if they would stick, and they weren't. And my revenue kept going down and kept going down and kept going down. I was able to come up with a few new ideas here and there, but nothing was really moving the needle majorly in my shop. So I started to rely on ads. I started spending tons of money on ads at the advice of other YouTube creators. And I thought to myself, this has to be what's going on Etsy now. You just have to run ads. You have to run massive discounts and ads at the same time. And that's the only way that you're going to make sales. Again, not blaming the fact that I had no strategy behind my business, but blaming Etsy, blaming AI, blaming bots, just blaming literally anything I could think of. But then things started to get a little bit more dire in 2024 when I really saw a huge dip in sales. And I thought to myself, something has to give. This is so unlike my shop. And I really want to see where I was in 2021 be my reality now. I don't want to be at this low sales number. I'm just not used to being there, and I'm not okay with it. And so I went on YouTube and I started to watch a lot of different creators. There are a few that I felt gave somewhat valuable advice, a ton that just really had no idea what they were doing. And then I found Jahraus' YouTube channel. I noticed that Dylan's advice was just different than the other creators' advice. She was saying things that were little bit outside of the box, especially when it came to SEO. And she introduced concepts like adding a loss leader to your shop. And I thought to myself, I've been in business 10 years. I've never even heard of a loss leader, which is like kind of embarrassing to admit, but I really hadn't. And I thought to myself, she really knows what she's talking about. And I thought it was cool that we had made almost the same amount of money on Etsy in the time that we were open on Etsy. And so I thought to myself, okay, I want to hear more about this. So I signed up for a free call with Dylan's team, and I decided on the spot that I wanted to join the course. I just knew that this was the step that I needed to take in order to see the change in my shop that I wanted to see. And I'm so glad that I did, because in the past 6 months, I've seen exponential growth in my shop. In November alone, I was able to make $40,000 revenue, which was more than I made organically last November, which is crazy to think about. I was able to add so many new listings to my shop, improve old listings, and get 4 bestsellers. Every single listing that I posted during the holiday season became a bestseller, which is crazy to think about. But the difference between what I was doing before and what I'm doing now is not that I wasn't able to get bestsellers before, but now I'm able to do things consistently because I have the strategy in place and I have the support in place with my coaches, which is pivotal for continuing to run my successful business. Some things I love about the course are that our coaching calls are split up into revenue groups. So I am able to talk to coaches who are focused on the high revenue sellers, which is great for a business like mine. I've been doing high revenue numbers for a long time, and the advice that I'm getting from my coaches reflects that. And I'm also able to hear issues that my other peers are having, which is really nice because I can say, wow, I'm either in the same boat or I can learn something from them. And everyone is just like super awesome as well. And then on top of that, I'm able to get advice from Dylan herself weekly on her weekly hour-long coaching calls, which I always look forward to. And I feel like I get very valuable feedback that I can add to my shop and make changes to my shop to see the results that I want to see. And the course itself is awesome. I think that what really sets this course apart from every other course that I've seen out there, and just any creator in general giving advice, is that Other creators teach you to go like chase like a niche. So you can only have a shop based on one niche. You don't want a general store. Like this is the rhetoric that you constantly hear on YouTube. But the difference with Dylan is like that's not even the thing really in the course. You focus on a profitable customer. And when you reframe your business to focus on a profitable customer versus a niche, everything starts to change and open up in different ways, and you stop pigeonholing yourself. I don't even know how to really explain it, but that shift in my brain was like, wow. Like I felt like that really changed everything for me. I really can't say thank you enough to the coaches. I would not be where I'm at right now with my shop if it weren't for you guys. So thank you so much to Coach Winnie, Coach Natalia, Coach Jen, Coach Sierra, and anybody else that I might work with that I'm forgetting at the moment. You guys are all so amazing. And Dylan as well, thank you so much for your course. I love it so much, and I really value both the course and the coaching. And I think one-on-one coaching has been an absolute game changer for my business. So I look forward to the changes I'll make in 2026 and future success and continuing to work with the team. So thank you guys so much.